Hey, my name is Xander Tuttle. I'm a musician from Lexington, Kentucky. So I've videos I've been posting online and everything. I've been in black and white and more long form content rather than the super, cut. And I was doing that up until a little more recently, where I decided to turn it black and white again and do more long form stuff. And the reason for that is I saw Phoebe Bridgers is going on tour, and that her shows are going to be no phone shows. And one of the things that she mentioned, or that was mentioned about that, is that people feel like musicians and artists have been kind of turned into content creators to kind of try to spread their stuff online, and feel like they have to kind of go into that, what's the word, kind of content creator like persona and personality. People like Jesse Wells don't have kind of beaten that, but I figured I feel like art shouldn't be treated as, I didn't script this, art shouldn't be treated as, and music should be treated as something that you just scroll past and get like a piece of. I think music and songs are a lot better if you kind of get the whole arc of it. Because imagine you're watching like, Lord of the Rings, and you skip to the scene in Return of the King where he's like, I can carry you. You're not emotionally connected to those characters. You haven't felt the build up to that climax to be able to like feel that payoff, especially when the ring gets destroyed. You'd be like, oh, that's cool. But watching the whole thing, you get connected to the characters rather than just seeing a short clip of it online on shorts or whatever, is voice crack, shorts or whatever, is really nice. Being able to see the whole thing. And I think that same thing goes for songs. You can see a piece of a song and be like, oh, that sounds cool. But getting the whole arc of the song, I think, is really nice rather than just seeing a clip of it online. And so I've started to put my stuff up in black and white. One, because I think it's less color pop on your screen, and I think people get really overloaded with dopamine when you're scrolling or whatever, and which is no one's fault that they're scrolling. Social media is designed to be addictive, but I think what I'm doing with these videos and the content that I'm putting up is more to kind of push back against that, and not, because for a bit when I was doing the short form colorful stuff, I never really felt good, and after getting off editing it, I felt drained. And I don't think anyone should ever have to feel that way, especially not a musician promoting their stuff and getting it out there. So doing the long form black and white stuff is kind of my version, and my band's version of pushing back against that standard that people have kind of created for what musicians have to do to promote their stuff online. Hopefully it'll catch on. I'd really love if people tried that out too, and kind of, if you still do short form stuff and that's easier for you to edit, you go ahead and do that. But I think just being genuine and stuttering and saying, no, I'm on camera is what makes, I think, content like this special, because having it unscripted and not being like, hey, with a zoom in and everything, which if you do that, once again, I'm not hating on you. But yeah, I figured I'd kind of do a video kind of breaking down why what I've been posting has been black and white and more vertical, long form stuff these last few days, is because I just want to kind of push back against that standard, I guess, that's been created and that a bunch of people have been doing because they feel like that's what they have to do as musicians or artists to get their stuff out there and beat the algorithm. And Instagram won't share your reel to new people that it's above 3 minutes long, which is stupid. You should, like, it's trying to keep people scrolling and with ads and stuff in between them, and it's frick meta, honestly. Hopefully this video doesn't get taken down or something. But yeah, TikTok's really good about that. They allow long form content to be shared, which I think is really nice. But yeah, I figured I'd do a long form black and white video talking about why my videos are long form black and white videos. Yeah, once again, my name is Xander Tuttle. I'm a rock musician from Lexington, Kentucky. We're working on new music right now, so it'd mean a lot if you went and followed this account to catch up on that. We'd love to see you at some live shows soon. Of course, we're booking some. We'll be outside of Kentucky. We're working on that. My arm looks so veiny. What the hell? What the hell is that? You see that? Am I just malnourished? But yeah. Thank you all for listening to this rant, and I hope you kind of agree with what I've been saying about how artists and musicians and anyone who does art shouldn't have to be a content creator to post their stuff. It should do the bare minimum, I think, of editing and everything. I think people enjoy that even more because it's more genuine. Alright, thanks for listening, Tuttle Doves.